Our world has changed, and the environment students live in is vastly different than the one their teachers experienced as children. It is electronic and digital, media rich, fast, engaging, and dynamic. By the time our students graduate, they will have spent as much time online as a professional pianist would have spent practicing. Mark Prensky describes this generation as twitch speed. It is their accepted norm to have instant access to information, goods and services at the tap of a screen. They expect to be able to communicate with anyone, anywhere, at any time. More importantly, there is strong indirect evidence that these digital natives think differently, that in fact their brains are physiologically different from those raised in the pre-digital world. And so, as educators, we must ask, how are we preparing these digital natives, our students, for the 21st century? What does it mean to be digitally literate? The International Society for Technology and Education, or ISTE, has developed National Educational Technology Standards, commonly called NETS, that provide a widely accepted description of the skills and knowledge students need to be digitally literate. These digital literacies have also been defined by the International Baccalaureate in their attempt to infuse the use of technology to support teaching and learning in their primary years program. Both organizations have similar ideas about the attributes of digital literacy, but the ability to create is also a higher order thinking skill. When students are asked to create in the context of real time, creating solutions to real world problems, and then share these, teaching others, research from institutions such as the National Training Labs tells us that the retention of students' learning is dramatically improved. And so the question becomes, what do our students need to become creative problem solvers? How have we changed to facilitate this? In Sir Ken Robinson's book, The Element, he states that the mistake made by many policymakers in education is to believe that the best way to face the future is to improve upon what was done in the past. But we know this is not working. Our world has changed, and so have its inhabitants. We need to transform our education systems to meet the needs of our digital children. We need to rethink what learning spaces might look like. Do they encourage collaboration, both locally and globally? Do they provide for the use of appropriate tools for our digital age? Do they empower students to create content, solve problems, and share their findings, teaching others in the process? Many educators worry about keeping up with technology, which is understandable as the rate of change makes this a futile exercise. But students today will be better served if we focus our energies on designing spaces that facilitate learning in a digital age. As always, education must consider the needs of people and how to best support meaningful learning.